Hey everyone, Ben from Living Survival, and today we're going to take a look at the MecArmy SGN3. This is an awesome little keychain flashlight, night core tube. Better step aside, it is a little more expensive, but man, it's got a lot better features. Now the SGN3 is very similar to the night core tube, the SGN3 on top and the night core tube on the bottom. Of course, it's really hard to beat the night core tube at 10 bucks. You get a USB rechargeable flashlight that's capable of like 45 lumens, I believe. Awesome to put on a flashlight. Polycarbonate casing, so it's pretty tough. But there's definitely some features that make the MecArmy just a little bit better. As with better features come a higher price. This will run you around $45. Now I do have a coupon code for GearBest that I'm gonna leave below, and you can check that at the end of the video. So the MecArmy SGN3 is a cool keychain flashlight, pumps out 160 lumens out of its XP G2 main LED there. You can see that it's got two smaller LEDs here. One's a red light that also flashes, and then you have a UV light, which is pretty unique to a flashlight. I don't think I have any other flashlights that have a UV light. Of course, that's capable of picking up blood and things like that, stains and other things, as we'll see in a moment. The SGN3 is IPX5 waterproof, and you can get it in several different colors. It's made of a die-cast alloy, whereas the night core tube is made from polycarbonate, so I like that. It does add a little bit of weight to it. It weighs in at 1.34 ounces versus 0.34 of the night core tube, but I really like the form factor. It's tough, and it can take a beating on your keys, which is nice. It's got the mode button up top here, and then there is a little door here to be able to USB recharge it. So that's very cool. It's got a micro USB port, and you can recharge it, which I find is very handy, especially in a keychain flashlight that you might use quite often. When you turn the light on by pressing the mode button, it's going to go into its medium mode, which is 50 lumens. Then it's going to drop down to 5 lumens, and then it's going to go up to its brightest, which is 160 lumens. Run times, you'll get an hour on the brightest. You will get 3 hours at the 50 lumens, and then you get 13 hours at the 5 lumens. Now some people will say, why doesn't it have like a 1 lumen or a 0.5 lumen? Well, it's got the red light, so you can really use that as sort of your moonlight mode, which is pretty cool. To change over to the other lights, you just hold it down when it's on, and you will switch over to your UV light there, and then you hold it down again and you'll switch over to your red light. Now the red light also does flash, which is nice. You can use that for signaling. You don't have to remember the mode you left it on. If you wait for a couple seconds, it's automatically going to go back to its flashlight mode, starting with medium, then low, then back to high. So let's take a look at some night shots and see what the light can do. So the SGN is going to do pretty much anything you need a keychain flashlight to do. It's very bright. This is the medium setting that comes on when you first turn the light on. I can cycle it back off. Then we can go down to the 5 lumens and show you what that looks like on the wall here. Very nice pattern. And since I'm waiting a second, I got to turn it off and turn it back on to cycle. So that's medium, low, and then you have the high there. That's your 160 lumens. Plenty of light from a keychain flashlight. Now it's a lot of flood, so it's not going to have much of a spot, but it actually does quite a good job illuminating the area right in front of me. And again, it would handle anything that you needed it to handle from a keychain flashlight. Digging through your car, finding your keys in your purse, walking the dog. And if you need a little less light, you can either go to the 50 lumen mode, or you can go right down into the 5 lumen mode. Helpful for indoors at night, for example, when you're walking around inside rooms. So the red light is obviously very handy for keeping your night vision. Reading a map, for example, works really well for that. Now the UV mode is going to be sort of difficult to demonstrate, but you can see there, shining it on my daughter's mountain of stuffed animals, how it sort of glows there. And then if we look closer at the carpet, you can see that the little white threads and things like that are appearing in the carpet. Fortunately, there isn't much on the carpet in my apartment. These are just little fibers and things that glow. But if you had like a large blood spot or something like that, this light would pick it up. It's very easy to charge. It does come with a standard USB cable. I have this cool little cable from Nomad, and you can plug it into any USB device, take off the waterproof cover, and it will charge. The light will go off when it's fully charged. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video today, taking a look at the MecArmy SGN3. This is one of 2 flashlights that I have. I have another very cool one that will be coming up in a future video. I think it's rugged. It seems to hold up pretty well. It charges fairly fast in about 90 minutes, which is cool. Again, the charging feature is really handy to have on a keychain flashlight, something that you might use quite often. I use it specifically to take the dog out, so I'm always using my keychain flashlight. And it's cool that it has the added feature of the red light and also the ultraviolet light to play around with. Now again, price wise, it is a little bit higher than something like the Nitecore tube that is fairly similar. I like the fact that this has set lumens. I really hate variable lumen mode on anything other than a headlamp. Headlamp, it's okay because you can just dial it up and down, reading for example in the different environments that you might find yourself when you're using a headlamp. But for a standard flashlight or a keychain flashlight, I really like to have those set levels instead. As I said earlier in the video, I am going to leave a link below to GearBest's website as well as a coupon code where you guys can check out and pick one of these up for yourself. Again, I hope you liked the video. Please give it a big thumbs up for me. Leave me some comments below. Make sure you share this to your friends and family on your favorite social media, as well as follow me on your social media as well. As always guys, click that red subscribe button that's below every video to subscribe for more videos.